Good morning. Hello, everyone. There are a few of you here. I am early because I'm down here and I'm ready. It's actually really chilly today. It's only 18 degrees in here. I have a jumper and a t-shirt and my tracksuit bottoms on because cold, very cold. And I just had an email to say I've gone live, so that's good. How is everybody today? How is everyone doing? I have just taken Lorianne and Larry to, well, I took them at 8:30 this morning, but I've taken them to the ferry. So they're on their way to Plymouth on the start of their mammoth UK tour to see all the YouTubers. So we've had a lovely couple of days with them, which has been nice. Definitely playing tourist in our own town, which has been lovely. Well, our own island, really. So that's been really nice. I have one Cobra Corsage project left. The penultimate dress is there waiting for its buttons to turn up, and I have the Kiwi 8577, which is just behind you, but I'm not going to start on that today because I'm planning on doing a can I make a dress in a day video for next Friday's video, and it's going to be that one. So the answer is yes, I can do it in a day, but it's probably going to be a really long day. And then I'm going to do a review on the 8577 and a twirl of all the ones that I've done, because I think I've got the review. I have got a review of the 8577 at the end of the sew along. It's a 6-part sew along. So I think a standalone review would be a good idea. So maybe I shouldn't tack it onto the can I make a dress in a day. Maybe I haven't thought that video idea all the way through. But yes, I have one Cobra Corsage project left to do, and then I can move on to the leaves, which are back here. So I thought what I was going to do with you today is go through the leafy projects, majority of these ones, because I'd like to get them out of, they're in the wrong place, which is bugging me. And then some of the knit fabrics from here, because I think I'm going to do some knit projects first. I thought I'd go through those with you guys and pair them up with patterns and kind of give myself a little pile of things to work on. So Sal's here. G'day, Shan. Hello. Caroline says, morning all, have a storm headache. Oh no. And she says hi to Sal. I hope you feel better soon. Dave and Rove says, hi Shan, how are you? Been enjoying Platinum Jubilee or not really your thing? I've been very much enjoying the little bits that I've seen and seeing all the different celebrations all over the island. As I say, I've been entertaining some friends. Lorianne and Larry are here from Oregon they've just come off a cruise. They're away for 4 and a bit weeks. So yes, they've just been down here for a couple of days. And now they are off on their way to Plymouth to go and see Devon and some Devon thread tails. And then they've got a whole kind of like UK tour worked out, which is awesome. Natalie says, hey Peeps, sorry about the headache, Caroline. That sucks. It does indeed. Got a text message. We have a text message, I think. Nope, I do not have a text message. My phone is being silly. But my phone does need some charge, so let's do that. Stick that on to charge. So my little flashcards have been really helpful over the last couple of, weeks. Have I been using them a week or 2 weeks? I think it's been 2 weeks. They've been really helpful. So I'm going to keep using them because I just hold it up as I'm filming, and it means when I'm downloading all the footage, I can download it in one place and then separate it into the different videos that I'm going to edit it in. So that's been really good. Anna's here. Good morning. Hello. David Rove says, I watched your alteration video the other day, and very good job of your perseverance pinning the dress on yourself. Not easy, but you did well and should be proud. Thank you. I do. Lots of you guys had ideas for the one with the yoke, and I think you're right. Like kind of just taking up some of the excess fabric into the yoke might work. I'm going to give it a try, but I'm a little reluctant because I just don't want to make it unwearable, but I can get more of the fabric, and I'm not ruling out doing that because it is just so beautiful. So yeah, and then the blue bindweed floral, or the Morning Glory floral, I need to take a little bit more out of it. I wore it the other day and it was still a little bit big on me, and I do have some of that fabric left. And I think what I actually might need to do is cut out a new front bodice and side bodice. I'm not sure if I've got enough to do an entirely new bodice. And if I haven't, I might, the back fits fine, but the front is just, I need to take that in. So I might need to just remake the front of that dress, but I love the fabric so much that I'm willing to do that. So, and I do really like that square neckline dress. It's just when I retraced it, it was when I was at my biggest. And so it's now just way too big on me, like way too big on me. So yeah, I haven't put the kind of red, bright, colorful floral one on to see if I maybe need to do the same with that. Although I don't have any more of that fabric because I made a shirt out of what I had left. So if that one doesn't work, I would probably have to try and turn it into a skirt. Marissa says, "Hey peeps, I love the jumper, Sean." Thank you. It is the Sheridan sweater from Hey June Patterns in the cable fabric from Higgs and Higgs that Rachel totally influenced me to buy, so it's all Rachel's fault. Mim says, "Hi Sean, hope you are well, and hello to everybody from Germany." Hi, welcome. And Sal says, "Bonjour" to Caroline. Marissa, I've read that one, sorry. Marissa said, "Hi peeps that love the jumper, Sean." I think I called you something else, didn't I, Marissa? I'm sorry. I'm paying attention today. I actually need to take some painkillers. I am just at the point where I can. So let's have some paracetamol because I have a headache as well, although it is not as bad as Caroline's. Okay, so I can take another set of those in 4 hours. So Nicola says, "Hey peeps, watching while sorting out thousands of vintage buttons I have collected over the years, matching up the same buttons. It's a very satisfying job for my OCD, but time consuming. I can imagine. I did that with Mum's button box because it was bugging the crap out of me that they were all just thrown in there. So I've labeled them, put them in little baggies for her. And she's not kept up the system, so any new buttons that she gets just get thrown in there, and it's like, yay. I took Lorianne to the Stitching Elmers and found some gorgeous buttons in there that look like dragon scales, and I've stupidly left them in my handbag. I should have brought them down to put into my stash, but never mind. Never mind. Natalie says, "I have a pair of pants that I'd love to alter, but I'm afraid I think all I need to do is take them in along the outside seam, but I'm still nervous about it." Yeah, I'm still nervous about making trousers. Like, I'm just like, I want to do it. I want the trousers. I want to wear the trousers, but the few times I've made trousers, it's not been the roaring success that I thought they would be. I wore my 713 ones yesterday, the linen chambray in the Savannah print. And I do really like them. They were comfortable to wear. I just don't know if I like how I look in them. And like one of my fancy linens back here was going to be a pair of those trousers, and I'm now kind of second guessing that and thinking maybe I should make a shirt dress from it because I wear those more often. And it was like, I don't know if I didn't feel comfortable in the trousers or if I'm just not used to seeing myself in trousers, which is why they were like, when it was kind of like a bit jarring seeing myself in trousers. I don't know. Tracy says, "Morning peeps, planning to make some cushions for my new garden seat and also planning to OD coat the fabric to make it water resistant." Oh, cool. Caroline says, "Mark made a mistake when he bought me some Lady McElroy. He thought it was parrot dyes, but it's actually macaw safari, which is actually a rosette cockatoos. It's beautiful. I don't have that one. I do know which one it is. It is gorgeous." Marie says, "Morning everyone, watching whilst I'm ironing clothes for our holidays tomorrow." Ooh, very nice. Where are you going? Sal says, "I saw the Mary Poppins musical here in Sydney on Thursday and her costumes were amazing and exactly like the movies." Oh, brilliant. Joe says, morning, Shannon Peeps, finishing off a kilo wrap dress today. Nice, very nice. So yes, I think some fabric fondling today, because the other option would be to trace some stuff out, but I'm not sure I can concentrate on that, to be honest. So I think maybe we will just play with some fabric yet again, but you guys don't seem to mind that too much, so yeah. Tattooed Mama says, morning from Missouri, USA. I'm making a Horiath purse as I listen. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Were you one of the ones that flocked to the website on the 1st of June when it became available? Or did you have it from the Bag of the Month Club? I very much like mine. I'm planning on making another one for sure. Mum's making one as well. So, well, yes. Oh, wow, there's 70 of us in here and 17 likes. Don't forget to like the stream, Peeps, because it really does help. I promise it. I promise it's a good thing. I'm not just arbitrarily asking you to. It does really, really help. Shows interaction and that you're enjoying it. Tattoo Mama says, yes, ma'am. June 1st was a countdown for me. I know. It's Erica said it's one of the, I think, the best launch she's ever had, which is brilliant. It makes me so happy. It's Erica's birthday today, actually, as well. She's out celebrating. But if you do watch this in the future, Erica, happy birthday. I hope you've had a fabulous day. Yes, yes, yes. Rachel Lynn says, good morning. You did such a good job getting all of your mending done. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I mean, it's thank you to this dress and its non-turning up buttons that the mending got done, because it was one of those ones where it was like, I need a video for tomorrow, and the video that I had planned cannot happen. So what am I going to do? And those things have been hanging there for ages. So I'm very glad that they've finally got done. Right. So should we get this lot out? And yeah, let's get this lot out and go from there. So this is the colourful or more colourful leafy prints. This is obviously a green one, and I'm still trying to debate what I'm going to do with this one. I'm kind of thinking maybe a shirt dress, because I think I could make it quite cool, but we shall have to see. And then I'm going to get out the knit projects from this pack pile as well, and then start getting out some patterns so that we can pair them all together, so that I'm prepared for what I'll be doing next. Marie says, we are off to the new Norfolk Broads meeting up with family from the north. Oh, very nice indeed. Enjoy. Lamine is here. Hi, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I think I'm going to go to cinema this evening. Not sure what I'm going to see. What's on? Sorry, no, that was apropos of nothing. Nobody asked what I was doing this evening at all. Nobody asked me that question, but I have just let you know. Let's see what is on at the cinema. Will I be going to see Maverick again? Oh, Lauren's here. Sorry, Laura is here. Hello, welcome. Okay, so yeah, so I have a choice of Downton Abbey, Doctor Strange, or Maverick, and I have seen Maverick and Doctor Strange twice and Downton Abbey once. Probably going to go and see Maverick again, if I'm being honest, because oh my gosh, it's awesome. It's totally awesome. So yes. Michelle says, good morning from Bermuda. This week I'm off to Boston for my godson's high school graduation. Oh, very cool. Enjoy. Have a fabulous time. Hi. What's the weather like in Bermuda? Because it's really cold and chilly here, and it's the 5th of June. We're supposed to be at the end of spring, beginning of summer. Where is my heat? My lizard self is not pleased. My lizard self is chilly. We all know how I feel about being cold. I am not impressed. I'm not impressed at all. Right, let's put the tripod up there. Let's get out the rest of the leaves, because some of the stuff I want is right at the bottom, because of course it is. Ugh, it is so heavy. So much pretty fabric. So much pretty fabric. Let's see. Steffi says, I'm celebrating turning 35 tomorrow, and by making myself some new essentials for my wardrobe. My husband takes the kids to get my birthday present and card. Oh, lovely. Happy birthday tomorrow. Michelle says, today is overcast. Yesterday was blazing hot and humid. I would take that over this. I'm chilly. Natalie says, happy birthday to Steffi. Mim says, all the leaves. I know, aren't they beautiful? So this is the one that Debbie got me for my birthday. Now, I did write that down in my book. I know I did. Let me just double check though, because I do not want to, don't want to forget presents, because I've got stuff in here that I know is a gift, and then I need to remember where it was from. Yes, leafy cotton lawn from Debbie. This was a present from Debbie. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one yet, but it is beautiful. It'll probably end up being a dress, because we all know how I feel about dresses. This is the Dolce & Gabbana one that I was going to make the trousers out of, but after wearing those trousers yesterday, I'm not sure how much wear I'd get out of that outfit. So I'm thinking maybe this ought to be like a skirt and a top. But that is not a knit, so it can go back in there for now. This is the one that I got from the Cloth Edit. It is the linen and silk blend. And again, not 100% sure what I'm going to do with that one. It is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The leftovers from my magnolia dresses, which is probably going to end up being a top, and the cotton silk. The Lady McElroy. There we go. My beautiful knit is going to be a gable. This one's from Lithuania, and it's going to be a top. Got some more viscoses and some linens. They are going to be things that I'm not 100% sure of yet, so but they can go back in there, because all I want is the knits. Viscose, poly, cotton lawn, cotton trill, silk, and that's the rest of the knits. So okay, so I've got my 2 French terries and my cotton jersey, and apparently I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me, I'm just a floating body at the moment. Am I going to sneeze? Am I going to sneeze? Thinking about it. Let's see. Let's catch up with the chat. Johanna says, hello peeps, cool morning here in North Carolina. Good morning. Sal says, I think I'll go and see Top Gun 2 tomorrow after work. If you've seen it before, or is it your first time, Sal? Because I've seen it twice so far and I'm thinking of going again. Eleanor says, Sean, hello from Greece. The heat here is almost unbearable. Seeing you in that jumper doesn't help. Do you want to swap? It's cold here. It's literally 18 degrees in here. Like, brr. Joe says, hubby has gone to the cinema to see 3 films. He apologetically asked if that would be okay and had to hold back my joy at being left alone for an afternoon and evening to crack on with sewing. Oh, bless. Debbie says, hi all, joined just in time to hear my name mentioned. Yes. Yes, Debbie, thank you very much for my present. Tricia says to Eleanor, please pass some of that heat over here to Liverpool. It's dull, wet and freezing. Just a bit will do. Yes. Yes, let's even it all out. It doesn't have to be all of it. A little bit would be great. Debbie said, words are hard. Debbie says, hope I haven't missed much. Not much yet. Just a bit of waffle. I mean, when is there not waffle? Carolyn says, hello peeps, hi. Tattooed Mama says, really looking forward to learning about clothing construction from you as I'm about to undertake making angel gowns from wedding dresses. Oh wow, how lovely of you. And I hope some of my tips and tricks can be helpful. Rachel then says, are any of the leaves going to be your deer and doe patterns? That's what we're going to work out today. Yes. Well done for reminding me, because I've got 3 done so far and I need 6. I've got to get 6 more done by the end of the year. So yes. Elena says you can visit if you like. Whereabouts in Greece are you? Marissa says it's a big day for birthdays. Just went I went to first birthday party today. It was like a festival of babies. Oh, cute. Very cute, as long as you can give them back to their parents. Monica says, good morning, Sean. Good morning, everyone. Hugs from Ontario, Canada. Good morning. Sal says, to stop sneezing, pinch the bridge of your nose until the urge is gone. That's what I do. I can't remember if you had meant to look at a light or not look at a light. If looking at a light brings on a sneeze or makes it go away. Joe says, if your local cinema shows Everything Everywhere all at once, definitely go see it. It's awesome. Ooh, was that an option? Was that an option? Oh, it is 8 o'clock. Okay. Thank you for the tip. Zanel says, hello from Sanzine, South Africa. Sunny winter's day here. Can't believe I only just recently found your channel. Lots of binge watching ahead for me. Can't wait. Love it. Oh wow. Well, there's thousands of videos, so maybe don't watch all of them. Some of the older vlogs are a little less sewing related. Rachel Lynn says, looking at light makes you sneeze. Ah, okay. Eleanor says, currently I live in Nafpaktos, a beautiful seaside town. Which, is it on the mainland of Greece or is it on one of the islands? The sneeze has gone off. This is good. Is it? Yes. Whereabouts is that? And I'm so sorry for my pronunciation, which is going to be dreadful. Going to be totally dreadful. Right. Oh, mainland Greece. Oh, very nice. Right. I have flown into Athens. I went to Poros, Aegina, Agistri, Hydra, and Spetses. I want to say that we kind of saw Thessalonica as well, but I'm not 100% sure about this because this was when I was about 15. But that's the last time I went to Greece, and I really want to go back. I loved it. We went for 3 weeks, and it was amazing. Agistri was my favorite. It was just stunning, absolutely stunning. But we stayed on Poros for the majority of it. We flew into Athens, and we got the hydrofoil over, and then we got like hydrofoils to all of the different islands. I think we might have just gotten a ferry for one of them. But I remember the hydrofoils because it was quite exciting watching those come in and then sink down into the water. So yes, I would love to go back to Greece. Would really love to go back to Greece. One day, one day, I shall do that. I shall do that indeed. So yes. Right. Yeah, I'm just sitting here chatting away, aren't I? I'm probably meant to be actually doing some planning. That was the point of today, wasn't it? So put that one there. Right, so we've got some more knit fabric here. So I think these two, I think they're going to be Gable t-shirts. I think it might be really boring just to keep making Gable t-shirts, but I really like wearing them. So yeah, I think that's what those are going to be. Now these ones, I need to work out how much of this I got, because I know I've made a jumper with one of them and I've got a little bit extra of another. So how much of this have I got? I've got 2 meters of this one. which I don't think is enough for the trousers, because I was thinking about making another pair of the trousers that I'm wearing out of this, which I appreciate would be very in your face. But I do really enjoy wearing these trousers. And then, yeah, but then I'm kind of wanting to make one of the dresses that I've mentioned in the fabric haul for that, but I'm kind of a little bit reluctant because I'm not sure how often I'd wear it. So yeah. Elena says, great, there are plenty of beautiful places to see. Yes, I have a very long list of places I'd like to go to in Greece. Mim says, you have to go to Greece soon. It's so beautiful. And no, that has nothing to do with the fact that I'm half Greek. Rachel Lynn says, I love I love in your face trousers. Yes. Yes. My Savannah trousers that I was wearing yesterday, I did really enjoy. They were comfortable, but I'm just not sure if I liked how they looked on me. And actually, I think the waist is a little bit too big on them now. Sal says, I'm following a woman on YouTube and her hubby flew stealth planes and they went to watch Top Gun 2. He's been a smart burns. A smart bum said out loud, wouldn't it be great to fly those? Because he actually did. Lol. Yeah, I've been watching a couple of the YouTube videos of like people who are critiquing it. Like, I actually do this for a living. I am a pilot and I do this for a living. One of the things that amazed me was that it was all practical. It was no CGI, or very, very little CGI, which I found absolutely fascinating. Completely just like, how on earth? And then they showed how they did it and how they filmed everything, and like the actors were having to do a lot of the camera work and lighting work and stuff like that whilst they were up in the planes. I mean, the movie feels so evocative because it is all practical. Like, I think that's one of the things that I hadn't realized at the time, but there is, you know, because it's all actually happening, it was really, really interesting. So yeah. Michelle says, agreed, Rachel, loud patterns are the only way to go. Yeah, maybe I should make myself some jogging bottoms out of one of those, because I do wear those more often than the dresses. Let me grab some of the dress patterns that I'm thinking about. Let's have a look. We'll see if I can grab them because they're hiding behind the ironing board. Move that over for a second. Okay, knit dress patterns, where are you? You are right down at the bottom here. Excellent. Maybe. Where are my patterns? Right. Okay. So I've got a couple here. You guys are going to have to help me because I like the idea of all of these, but I don't wear this silhouette ever anymore. So I've got these three patterns out. So let's look at this one first. This is the one that I'm leaning towards the most. It's the McCall's 7993. And I love the sleeves. I wouldn't put the band around the bottom. I would hem the bottom like they've done on this one, because I think the band around the bottom might be a big mistake with my thighs and hips. So yeah, it would be this bottom, with kind of this top, because, oh, hang on, see. Yeah, no, it would actually just be this dress. So see there. Sal says that's like in the Mary Poppins musical. Mary grabbed a paper bag off the wall, walked a few meters, and tipped it upside down. In a full wooden broom came out. No idea how they did it. Very cool. That was a musical. Yes, the musical. Marissa says C is very cute. Yeah, I do. The only trouble is with this is the length of it. I don't like my legs, but this would be something that I also would only ever wear in winter, because I'd wear it with tights and boots. And I also have the size medium. The size medium goes up to a 38-inch hip. I need the size extra large, which I don't have. I'm sure with the kind of like excess ease that they put into these patterns, it will be fine. So there's that one. There's this one, which is even more bodycon. This one, because I have the two scales of the prints, I could mix and match them. And then this one I do really love, but I've realized it's got grown on sleeves, and it probably would look better in a drapier fabric rather than French terry. So not this one, not this one, possibly this one. Rachel Lynn says, could I lengthen it? Probably, but I don't know how much I'd wear that either. And thinking about it, I would probably prefer this to be a jumper like I'm wearing now, which is definitely also a possibility, and then possibly trousers, and then possibly yeah, because the jumper that I've made from this already, I actually don't wear it very often because I'd use cuffing on it, and I didn't make the cuffing tight enough to my wrists, and the same with the waist. And I do love that jumper, but I very, very rarely wear it. I've worn it once. Yeah, I've worn it once. You guys have seen it once. So I'm thinking maybe I ought to make a jumper that I wear more often, which is the Sheridan, because I really like it. And maybe the trousers. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Renee says, good morning. Good morning. Tristan's here. Good morning. I'm late to the party this morning. No worries at all. Welcome. You haven't missed much. We're just kind of debating things that I should wear or make with my leafy fabrics. So I like the idea of this one, but I do think I probably would end up never wearing it. I think it would be a better idea for me to make a jumper out of it. Although having said that, if I make myself some leggings, would I then wear it with, would I? Monica says, what type of knit pattern are you willing to wear? Friday Pattern Company have the Westcliff wrap dress, I believe, or you could lengthen view C. Yeah, the knit dresses that I like wearing are floatier than this one would be. This one would be, because this is French terry fabric. I'm just thinking if I made this one and then I had some leggings to wear underneath of it. HSO says, I didn't think the Nina Lee Bakerloo was my style, but wanted something cozy. Now I live in it with leggings and boots when it's cold. HSO says, I think it would be the same for you, those sleeves. The Bakerloo is ringing bells. I don't own it, and I'm trying to avoid buying anything new until I've been to the Festival of Quilts. Let's have a look at the Bakerloo. No, that's not the one I want. This is the one I want. Nina Lee Bakerloo. Sleeves are awesome. Collar is awesome. I don't think it's me. Let's show you guys what we're talking about. There we go. I do really like the sleeves. The sleeves are epic. I think the collar is too big for me. And I don't think I would wear it. Having said that, like the feed of seeing all the ones that other people have made, they do look awesome. I just don't think it would be me. Yeah. The let's see. Monica says, yes, make something you will enjoy wearing more often, especially with such a gorgeous fabric. Yeah. Tattooed Mama says, fun leggings and solid garments. I don't have any legging fabric that is patterned. I've only got 2 that are solid, but they are wet look, or it's wet look fabric, so that's where the interest comes in. Rachel then says, I love the top of C. Could you make the skirt flowier? Not sure if that would work. Yeah, I don't think that would work either. I like the idea of it, but I don't think it would work. Michelle says the leggings idea sounds like a plan. She says, sorry, I meant the pattern that you're holding up. Ah, this one with leggings. Yeah, possibly. Joe says, Tilly in the buttons cocoa dress. I don't think that would suit me either. I don't think there's enough shaping in the waist that if I had it fitting at my hips, I would feel comfortable wearing it. Because as you guys know, I go in so much at my waist and my hips are so much bigger. Yeah, I think I'd have to do so much. And again, I don't want to buy a pattern. So I want to try and use a pattern that I've got. What do I do with this one? What do I do with this one? Maybe we come back to this one. Maybe we circle around. I will keep this out. I'm going to go put these 2 back. Right. I need to move my ironing table back out of the way. Ironing table, ironing board out of the way because patterns are in here. Gable top. Okay, so we know that I'm going to be making the Jennifer Lauren gable top out of these 2 fabrics for sure. And some of this is going to be a gable top, and I've got, I think, 4 meters of this one because I loved this color so much. So I think I might retry the drape top because that needs to be so much smaller. Joe says, give the fabric to me. No, that's very selfless of you. Thank you, but I wouldn't wish to burden you with more fabric. Mim says, can you shorten the dress and adding a full skirt? I do this often to the 7993. I mean, that is a possibility, but I don't think I would wear that kind of dress. I kind of think, I mean, I could. I haven't got enough fabric to do the kind of dress that I would, my scuba dress. I think I am going to do the Sheridan sweater and then see if I can get some jogging bottoms out of it as well. Because I do wear these jogging bottoms all the time. I've got 3 pairs and they're all so bobbled because they get worn so much. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with those 2, I think. I can't make my mind up. But it is nice having you guys here helping me try and work out what to do with these fabrics. I do appreciate the input, even if I ignore your input and totally do something different with it. I do appreciate it very much. Right, let's turn you around because I'm going to go over to the pattern cupboard. So, also gonna have, so here's the Sheridan sweater for one of these, and then I need to get the jogging bottoms. There's the drape top, because I really do love this. I think the last one that I did was nice, but I do think it needs to be much smaller on me. I think it was nice, but it looked too big. So I think I need to make one that is smaller, it fits me better, because there is a lot of fabric in it. So yeah. Guy says, don't forget the leggings and the dress if you don't think you will wear it. Jogging bottoms are more flattering with larger legs. Me have. Yes, same. Michelle says, I vote my original thought, loud pattern pants. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that as well. So this one, because I've got so much of it, there's going to be a revised version of this, a gable tee, and perhaps a wanted tee as well if I've got enough. But these two are definitely going to be gable tees, although I'll get the wanted t-shirt pattern out as well, because why not? Here we go. That one. Here is the jogging bottoms. Okay, so wanted tee, and then in here is going to be jogging bottoms. We will get there. We will get there. Okay, so I think that is the plans for the knit projects. So that's good. Okay. Michelle says, loud pattern pants. I read that. Tristan says, I am so impressed that you knew exactly where those patterns were. It's all organized in there, sort of. Monica says, love the drape top. Me too. I do think that I need to do it again. The red one, unfortunately, has gone to the charity shop, which I'm really sad about because that deep red fabric was so beautiful. I really should have done it in some of like the brownie coloured ones, because they're not my favourite. But never mind. Natalie says that's a lovely green. It is, isn't it? Very pretty. That's why I bought so much of it. Moran says, hey peeps, I'm in bed. COVID got me last night. Nice to listen to your plans. Oh no, I hope you feel better soon. My best friend Natasha has got it as well, so I hope you all get better soon. Mim says, or you can do wanted tee with a fuller skirt. Did this recently and love it. Did that before, actually. I wasn't a fan of it on me, and my niece ended up getting that dress. So yeah, have tried that. Do love the wanted tee though. Right, okay, so that's the pile of projects with my knit fabrics. I need the Anna dress because that's going to be one that I do next as well. The Flora. Okay, by Hand London Anna. So this one I'm really excited about. This one I think is going to be awesome. It's going to be this border print. And I'm going to do the top so that the print starts kind of here, and then the kind of the shoulders and stuff are in the white. So like that. And then the bottom of the skirt is going to be the border print part as well. I'm going to do a pleated and gathered skirt. Might have to line the skirt and the bodice. Definitely going to line the bodice, but might have to line the skirt as well because that is quite see-through. So that's going to be that one. I'm going to put this one away. Okay. Now, which way around? Right. Yes, this one. Quite excited about this one as well. This one, I've got 5 meters of this fabric, and at least I think I have. Pretty sure I have. And it's going to be the 7945. So let's see if I can find that one. There it is, 7945. So I've done a sew along for this one. It's that dress, and I love that dress. I've only done one of them so far, and when it's really, really hot, it's really pleasant to wear because it's, you know, there's no tightness anywhere. There is definition because of the ties that you put in, but it can be loose as well. So I think I have 5 meters of this one. It's going to be that. This one is my Spotlight banana leaf fabric, and it's going to be the Megan Nielsen Matilda dress, which I haven't traced yet. So it's going to be this one here. This needs to be traced. This one is going to be a shirt and a skirt, I think. I got this fabric from Knitwear. I do know what this one is going to be. This is going to be a sew over Eve dress and then a Melilo shirt. So I need to trace the Melilo shirt, and I need to get the Eve dress pattern out. So over it, here we go. So over Eve dress. Because again, I have 5 meters of this fabric. So I think that one's going to be really fun. And then this last one is another border print. This one I want to be a jumpsuit. Ah! My pile of fabrics are making a bid for freedom. Let's catch up with the chat. Oh, there is not much chat. You guys are being quiet. Let's see. Rachel Lynn said, ooh. Which one did you say ooh about, Rachel Lynn? Because I got a little carried away with my pile of projects over there. Mim says, or you can make the 7626 with a wanted tee below or a gable top below. 7262, which one's that? Let me have a look. McCall's. McCall's 76. What was it? 7626. Oh, yeah, no, that's nice. I like that one. I am planning on doing that one at some point, but I was going to do it in a corduroy, so it was kind of like a more wintry dress. But yeah, no, I do plan on doing that one at some point. Karen says Sunday waffle must have a meaning that I'm not aware of here in the States. Well, when I was doing daily vlogging, and now it's kind of like daily-ish vlogging, kind of just sort of like waffle means to kind of just talk like nonsense, not nonsensical, but just like, you know, just talk about nothing important, just waffle at somebody. So that's where the waffle part came from. And yeah, the Sunday waffles, it's just this. It's literally just me sort of sitting and chatting with you guys, which is very much fun. Where did I get to? Chat. Tristan says the blue is beautiful, aren't they? Really beautiful. Actually, I saw it the first time I saw it. It was somebody had made the Matilda dress with green, the green print of that one, and I was like, I must have that. And I couldn't find it on any Spotlight, but they did have the blue one, so I ended up ordering the blue. So yes, Mim says love the blue leaves as well. They are very pretty. Marie says, good day from Long Island, New York. Your leaf fabrics are amazing. Thank you. I am very much in love with them all. Joe says, we are stunned by your beautiful fabrics. I love the monochrome. Yeah, isn't it pretty? I think it's going to be a really nice sort of summery dress as well. Richland says, we're having fun just watching the fabric. I said, ooh, at the Anna, but honestly, it's like ooh to all of them. Joe says, don't forget to like. Ah, yes, there's 129 and 59 likes. If you could like, that would be awesome. Thank you. Michelle says, banana leaves. I need this fabric in my life. I got it from Spotlight in Australia. It was quite a few years ago. I haven't seen it since. I'm really sorry. That's the only trouble with me is because I have fabrics for so long. I'm just like, oh, I keep them and hoard them. And then yeah, sorry. Carolyn says, you had us all mesmerized by the pretty fabric. Whoopsie. Kenzie says, hello, can your Anna top be made from quilting cotton? Yes, totally. I have some back here that I'm totally planning on doing that with. Mim says, I made 3 of them and a lot tops and it has big pockets. Nice. Yeah, no, I plan on attempting that jumpsuit because I really do like it. Lollapalooza says, I'm excited for the last fabric. Do you have a pattern for the jumpsuit picked out for it yet? Now, this one I think I'm going to have to line. In fact, I don't only think, I know I'm going to have to line this one. So I will need to buy some lining fabric for it, but that's fine. I'm kind of thinking so the idea is that I want the border print. This one is still available. It's a John Caldor cotton sateen print, minerva.com. So this is the idea. I want one leg of the jumpsuit to be completely plain and then the other side of the jumpsuit. Now, what do we think about that? Is that going to be a good idea or do we think I'm crazy? So front and back will be patterned and then from the other side, totally plain. So now I probably am going to use the By Hand London Anna bodice because I love that and it's a really good way of showing off prints like this because there's very few things that you need to do to it. And what I'm trying to decide is, do I put a solid waistband of this through the middle? So do I break it up with the solid waistband through the middle? Or would that be too jarring? Because I probably want to wear this with a belt, you know, because you know what I'm like. I've got a lot of this fabric. I've got 5 meters of it. So I have a lot to play with. And I'm just thinking, have I my lining fabrics? Where are my lining fabrics? I wonder if I've got enough of that stuff left. If I need to buy some more. Let's see. Where did we get to? Sal says, wouldn't it be awesome if you could have a fabric that was LCD screen that you could load up any pattern image, even moving pattern like flames you could sew with? Ooh, yeah, that would be very cool. In the future, I'm sure that's going to happen. Natalie says, I'm quiet because I'm tidying up my Pippa's things. Her many illnesses were too much for her old body and we had to send her to cat heaven yesterday. Renal failure was the final straw. Oh, Natalie, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Oh, many gentle hugs for you. Michelle says, P.S. I wore a leaf pattern skirt yesterday. I said to myself, I'm channeling my inner Shan today. Oh, how lovely. This says, there's no more banana leaf fabric at Spotlight, but there are always more beautiful fabric in the world. This is true. Terry says, as I work at Spotlight, I'm happy to inform you all that we have a lot of drills, quilting cottons and rayons with leafy prints at the moment. I'm trying not to look at your website because it's just like, I don't need more fabrics from Australia. I want them, but I don't need them. Tristan says, I love that idea. Thank you. Karen says, love it. Marissa says, love the half and half idea. Rachel Lynn says, love the jumpsuit idea. Jacqueline says, that looks stunning. Thank you. Sal says, make it so number one. Tristan says, it would be so pretty as a dress too with one side flowers. I agree. I do think that it would need to be a bodycon kind of dress. And this is a cotton sateen, so it does have a little bit of stretch in it. And I'm just not a fan of myself in pencil skirt type dresses. I absolutely love Bianca from the Closet Historian. She's been doing loads of those color block ones recently, and I'm just like, oh, do I finally bite the bullet and draft myself a pencil skirt pattern so that I can make myself something like that? But I just don't know if I'd wear it, because the few times that I've made myself something like that, it's felt very, very smart, very business appropriate. And if I worked in an office, 100% I would be making them. But because I wear flowy dresses every day, and probably I'm far too overdressed for most things, people think anyway, but yeah, because I wear the flowy dresses every day, I'm thinking that in my head, when I saw myself in the pencil skirt, I just kind of immediately went office for me. It wouldn't be something that I would probably wear very often. So whilst I really want to do it, and at some point I will make myself a pencil skirt block and I will try a dress and I will have one, it probably wouldn't then be something that I wear very frequently. So yeah. Natalie says you need to be careful of what part of the print is near the crotch. Yes, 100%, definitely. Joe says, I love the jumpsuit idea. Thank you. Renee says, if you were using two different fabrics to get the patterned plain look, I think it would be weird. But this way the fabric print is printed through. I think it would be cool. Definitely a bold look though. Oh yes, 100%. Renee says, and yes to solid waistband. Ah, okay, cool. Mim says, what do you think about the 08009 as the jumper pattern? No, I do like that one. I have made it. I have done a sew along for it. I wore it the other day. I have made it in a rayon, and this, like I say, is a cotton sateen. And I think that whilst this is very lightweight cotton sateen, I don't think it would be the right weight fabric for that jumpsuit, just because I love my rayon one so much. And also the bodice has a midriff band and then pieces up here. And like the reason I'm saying the by hand London Anna is because it's just an expanse of the bodice. It's not, you know, there's words are hard. There's not much to break it up. There are obviously the under bust tucks, and I've put darts in because I need to do a full bust adjustment, but it's kind of like an unbroken thing of fabric. There's no big seams in it where you're piecing things together. So that's, I'm thinking the Anna bodice. And then I know this is going to bug a load of you guys, but I have drafted a pair of trousers from a previous jumpsuit, and I used to wear those all the time before I was too small for them, before they became too small for me. So I'm thinking that I would use those wide leg trousers for the trouser portion of this and put a waistband in, because I know I love that. I've made lots of those. I know I love it. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. Bree says hello. Hi. Rachel Lynn says, I say no to the solid waistband. Bree says solid waistband is a great idea. Jacqueline says, without the waistband, it will elongate you. That is true. Or I do have a long torso already, though. So that's what I'm thinking, is if I put the waistband into the torso, it might shorten my torso and make the legs look longer. I think I'm going to have a play. I think what I'll do is I'll cut the bodice out with the because this time around when I was doing the by hand London Anna top, I've added enough length that I don't need to add a waistband. Like my previous one, I always added a waistband. So what I'll do is I'll cut it out with the added length in it, and then if I decide to put a waistband in, I could just cut that off and sew the waistband back in, as it were, if I decide to do it. Natalie says not a fan of the solid waistband. Mim says all the Butterick 6320. Now that one I don't know. Let's have a look. Probably will recognise it when I see it. 6320. And I've not made that one yet. And again, there are a lot of parts in that one. Images. Yeah, there's lots of seams in that one. If I was doing this with like, if I had like a coordinating fabric in this color for like the bands and the midriff, I totally could see what you're talking about, but there's too many seams in this one. I do want to make this one though. I have this pattern. So yeah, you've got some good jumpsuit patterns recommendations, Mim. Definitely liking those. Carolyn says, honestly, I would probably fussy cut the waistband. Either way, it would be gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, the other thing that I could do would be the patterned waistband the whole way around, but this print is quite big, so that might look a bit odd. But I can play, because I've got enough fabric, I can have a play with it. Lisa says to Terry, I was just thinking that I saw a new leafy print in Spotlight a couple of weeks ago. Michelle says, I don't like the white waistband as much. Would matching the pattern through the waistband possibly could do that. Yes, not ruling it out. Because the trousers that I want to use have pleats in them at the front, I'm not going to worry too much about it. And you guys know that I will probably end up wearing some kind of a belt with it. I know not everybody likes that, but I do. So and it's me that wears it, so yes. Lollapalooza says, oh, my dream job would be work in a fabric shop. I would have said that, yeah, that would be my dream job, but I already have my dream job. So, and I'm not sure that I would end up with actually any money. I think I would, and I can't pay my rent with fabric. So I think it might actually be detrimental for my bank balance and my hoarding issues. Possibly. Articulators, you can never be overdressed. This is true, and I very infrequently worry about that. Every now and again it will be like, ball gown for shopping, really? But I'll do it. So yeah. Carolyn says to Lollapalooza, me too, I would become an indentured slave, spend my whole paycheck before receiving it, basically, yeah. And Lollapalooza says, totally agree, lol, yep. Lisa says, could you maybe get 2 belts made, one in solid and another with a print in it? Ooh, that's a good idea, Lisa. Yes, I could totally do that. I could get one made with the fabric on one side going into to kind of mirror it. And then you could wear it either way around. Maybe I should get 3 belts made. Let's see. Zanelle says, voting for the jumpsuit to be the next sew along. It probably won't be a sew along because By Hand London have asked me not to do a sew along for the By Hand London Anna bodice, and the trousers were something that I copied from a ready to wear jumpsuit that I had, so it's not a pattern I can tell you which one to do. I will happily do a making of video, but it wouldn't be a sew along. Terry says it can be an issue with my hoarding as well. Jacqueline says a nice block color belt would look lovely, as it's not from the same textile, as in not from the same textile. Just an idea. Yes, agreed. And I have a lot of belts in my stash, so I definitely probably will experiment with it. But yeah, yes. The only thing stopping me with this one is the lining fabric, because I do have to line the trousers because this fabric is basically see-through. And if I was making a skirt with it, I wouldn't worry about it too much because I could wear a slip, but I am making trousers with it, so I do need to line them. Words are hard. And I don't think I want to line it with the same fabric. It would be nice to have a slippery fabric underneath. Let's see. Oliver Smith says, hey there, hello. Vox3D says, hello peeps, hope you're all doing great. Very well, thank you. Oliver says, sewing, you read my mind. Rachel Lynn says, how to copy a ready-made outfit might be a cool video. Well, this one, the the jumpsuit that I had, I've copied the top and the bottom. The reason I'm not using the top is, again, it's got a lot of seams in it, like a lot of moving parts. It's a gorgeous jumpsuit, but I need to remake it at some point, but it wouldn't work for this print because it's got too many seams in it. But I bought two of them, two identical, because this is me we're talking about. So I bought two identical styles of jumpsuit in different fabrics because I found something that fit me, that was not too short in the crotch so that I could wear it. It was amazing. It was from Dorothy Perkins. They were both too short for me by quite a lot. As in the leg length was too short for me. So one of them I had cropped into a playsuit, and then the other one I had the ties taken off because they were big waist ties. I had the ties taken off. This was before I was doing my own sewing, and added to the bottom of the hem of the trousers, and then solid black ties put on because it went with the fabric. And I wore both of them to death. So I actually completely unpicked it and took a tracing of it that way. So probably wouldn't work for a video idea because, you know, that's fairly easy to do. The ones that really impress me are the people that can take a piece of clothing, and I have done this, but there are lots of videos out there that do it way better than I do. But take a piece of clothing and take a pattern from a piece of clothing without taking it to pieces, without unpicking the darts and seeing how much fullness was taken up there. You can measure those things, you can work it out, but it's not my favorite thing to do. And I have done a lot of it in the past, recreating clothes for clients. So it's probably not something I'm going to do, but there are lots of videos out there already doing it, although I'm appreciating that it might be my take on doing that. So maybe not 100% ruling it out. But I just got an email that was a bit weird. Sorry. Oh no, it's okay. That's okay. Sorry, it was a PayPal one saying I'd sent a payment, and it was like, I haven't got any payments coming out, but I remembered that I do, so it's fine. Yeah, seeing my take on how to do it might be interesting, but my usual recommendation is wear something to death and then take it apart. Pamela, hopefully Pamela, I've got that right, says, just stopping in to hit like and say hello. We're visiting the Carolina foothills this week. Hope you all have fun. Oh wow, enjoy yourself. Oliver says, clothes related, what kind of material do you recommend for bigger bodies? Something not known to be as see-through or silky. That is a question that there's not really an answer to. It very much depends on what you are making or wanting to wear, because obviously if it's a stretchy dress, then you need some fabric with some stretch in it, and if it's a woven dress, then you need fabric without woven in it. It really depends on what type of item of clothing you're wanting from it as to what fabric you would then, and then where you're going to be wearing it, time of year, etc., etc. So it's kind of a very, there's a lot of answers to that question, Oliver. Michelle says, I have you in my new sewing room, moved in yesterday and got freaked out by how my stash has grown. So trying to sort it out, organizing fabric in woven and knits. Love your waffles and plans. Oh, thank you, Michelle. And so much fun organizing the fabric. Enjoy. Rachel Lynn says, I made my first waistcoat and I'll put it up in the Peeps group later, but now I want all the waistcoats. I know, I love mine. I haven't worn any of mine because I haven't got the appropriate things to wear them with. I need to make my suit trousers to go with my Brielle wool one from that fabric there. And then I also really, really need to make my giant pirate sleeve shirt. In fact, let's get the viscose out and add that to the pile of things that I want to get done soon. The reason I've got this pile here is just so that it was out of the bag making stash, which is this one back here, because that was bugging me that they were together. And I know that makes me weird, but it was bugging me that they were together. So yeah. Lisa says, morning Peeps. I have you on the TV whilst I am knitting a Whitmore cardigan. Ooh, pretty. Mum's nearly finished the Heart and cardigan that she's been knitting for me in the kind of plummy coloured wool. It's going to go really well, nicely with this as well. Right, so I need to dig out my trouser pattern for this one. So I'm going to go do that. 2 seconds. It's over here in the trouser pattern place, but that's over here now. I have moved them around. I know what I'm doing. Honest. Trousers. Here we go. Trousers. Are they not in here though? Are they in with the jumpsuits? I think they are. And that's the skirt. That jumpsuit. Here we go. Jumpsuit patterns. Jumpsuit. Oh no! What have I done with my? Is it in here? Oh my, yeah, I'm really organised. Ah, found it. Oh, have I though? Have I? Have I found it? There we go. Now I found it. That's better. Right. Oh, hello. Down there. I'm going to have to start another pile because this pile of fabric looks like it's going to fall over, which is not good. We could have a fabric avalanche. We don't want that. So there are a couple of new kind of things happening with these fabrics, which is good. Right, I need my 1, 3, 4, 5 shirt. Ugh, too many patterns. Too many patterns. Ugh. There it is. That's the one I want. And I also want my skirt pattern. I'll show you what I'm going to do with these ones in a second. 2 secs, let me find it. Yeah, the zip and button up right in front. Nice, that's nice. Okay. So this fabric that I got from Knitwear, and I still haven't sent Knitwear her parcel. It's wrapped up and it's over there. I am a terrible human. I need to get that done. Right. So Knitwear sent me 2 lengths of this fabric, and I think what I'm going to do with this is make a button-up skirt and a shirt. So I've got my 3/4 button-up skirt pattern and the 9345, which I've added on the little tie front to. Is this that one? That is that one. So I'm going to do that with this fabric. I also have back here some of the Dolce & Gabbana banana leaf fabric. In here somewhere. Now this one needs to go. This one was JoJo's evening gala dinner dress, and it's gorgeous. That needs to go into the bag making stash. In fact, let's put it over here. Okay, that one can go there. This one I'm hoping to remake a bodice from it. Now, where are my banana leaves? Ah, here we go. Banana leaves. So they can go back in there. This one Mum bought back from Saudi, and it's a quilting cotton. Somebody was asking earlier if you can do the quilting cotton, the Anna top out of the quilting cotton. Well, that is what I'm planning on doing with this one because it's gorgeous. And then I've got enough left here. I hope I've got a 50 centimeter piece from my dress, and then I've got the leftovers from the shirt that my sister-in-law made for my brother. So I'm hoping I can get a tie front shirt out of that as well. So I'm going to go put these on the pile. So that one, and then the by hand London and a top. What have I done? With that pattern. Did I have this out already? Because I put Anna dress out, but did I get the top out? Looking. Where are you? I must have got it out already. That's fine. That's fine. So that one's going to be that. And that is all of those ones out of the way. And that's quite a lot of projects. That's more than enough for me to be getting on with for the rest of June. And then hopefully I can work my way through this lot in July, and then we can move on to that one next. I think. Oh, yes, I was going to get out the viscose that I bought for the pirate shirt, which is already over here. Oh no, that's the wrong viscose. That's the one with the embroidery on it. It's got very pretty embroidery on it. Not making a pirate shirt from that one. Making pirate shirts from this one. Oh, and I also want to do the Shelby dress from this for a Stranger Things inspired dress. Okay. So the 9345 pattern's already out, and now I need to get out the Shelby dress. This pile's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Lots of these are words are hard. Lots of them are stuff that I've made before, so it should be fine. Now, where's the true bride, Shelby? Ah, there's the Anna top. That's good. Shelby dress. Okay, so Shelby dress is there. By hand London Anna top is there. Okay. That's better. Rachel Lynn says, I wore it over a few dresses and I actually really like it. And that was for the waistcoat. I have put it on over a dress for the twirl of it, and I do like it over that one as well. The dresses that I've got that I want to wear, the trouble is I want to wear it with a collar over mine, and the dresses that I've got that have got collars are all sleeveless, and I don't want to wear a waistcoat with those. So that's why I need to make that pirate shirt. Yes. Bree says, more pirate shirts, please. Yes. Lisa says, P.S. I love the video with all of your mum's knitting. Very inspiring. I know, and how lucky am I? How very lucky am I? Mim says, instead of a jumper, you can also do the Vogue 1735 with the leaf fabric on the one side and the other side blank. I know I'm far behind your chat. No worries. Let's have a look and see what the Vogue 1735. Oh, no, 1735. 735 looks like. Oh, yeah, no, I do like that one. I have got that pattern. I've got it in the original format because they've renumbered it. So it's this one, but it's been renumbered as the 1735. It's really nice, but it's not the kind of thing. It's got grown on sleeves. I probably won't make it with that one. I've got a jumpsuit in my head for that border print fabric, and I have got one of these actually half finished because Mum was going to make it for herself and then decided she didn't like it halfway through, and she cut it out of my 25 pound a meter silk cotton blend. So I've got it in a bag somewhere and it needs to be finished. Yeah, I do like that one. I like it on everyone else. I'm not sure I'd like it on me. Kathy says, good morning, Sean. Good morning. And Jennifer says, hey, Peeps from Australia. Looks like more lovely fabric fondling going on. Yep. Well, I've only got one thing cut out at the moment and I want to make a video out of making it. So fabric fondling it is today. Rachel Lynn says, isn't Natita moving? You might want to check before you send it. I might be thinking of someone else, but I thought it was her. It is, you are correct. And she did ask me if I'd sent the parcel yet, as she was moving. So I did know that. So yes, I need to double check with her what her new address is going to be. I'm a horrible human. I was meant to send that in February, I think it was. Packed it up. I'm a terrible human. I am a terrible human. Una's here. Hi all. Hello. Lollapalooza says you took it out. It's on the pile. The Anna, yes, but then there's the one that I have an Anna top as well, and I put the Anna top in the wrong place, which was very silly of me. Michelle's here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Jennifer says, have you had a lovely Jubilee street party? Have loved all the celebrations. We actually haven't had a street party on our little streets, but we have been watching all of the celebrations and we've been having a lovely time. So yes. Crazy Real Vintage Thrifters here. Hi from Wisconsin. Great to see all the fabric and your plans. Don't forget to like the stream. Oh yes, there's 146 of us and 86 likes. Una says, popping in to say hi, just about to have lunch, leftover Thai takeaway from last night's birthday dinner, BD treat, birthday today. Happy birthday. I managed to almost finish a Mayfair dress, wearable in front of my friends. Oh, awesome. Have a wonderful time. Laurel says, good morning, Shiny Peeps. Good morning, Laurel. Moran says, will you do a sew along for the Shelby dress? Maybe, but it's really quite a simple one. Lots of just princess seams, but possibly. Lollapalooza says happy birthday to Una. Mim says, as a pirate shirt pattern, perhaps the Vogue 9299 would be one to have a look at. Let's have a look at that. So Vogue 9299. I don't actually have that pattern. I didn't buy it. Come on, are you gonna? The picture's not loading up properly. Here we go. I actually didn't buy it because I'm not a fan of the sleeves on it. It's this one. I've seen loads of people make it up and made really beautiful versions of it, but I don't like the fullness coming from the bicep. I'm just not a fan of it, and I prefer the fullness to come. I want poof at the top and fullness all the way, and especially as I find that the top of my arms are my chubbiest point. So I definitely want, if I've got fullness in the sleeve, I want it here as well, because I do find that if I don't have fullness in this area, I end up with them being quite restrictive, which I don't enjoy. So yeah, no, I haven't got that one. Charlie says, very thrilled to be back. I caught COVID, then they found in hospital that the COVID had triggered diabetes. Then I got pneumonia, so I went into hospital till March and I've only just come home. Oh my goodness, Charlie, I wondered where you'd been. How are you? Well, I hope you are feeling much more thing now. You poor thing, that is quite an experience to go through. The crazy real vintage thrifter says, you're not a terrible human, you are just human. Well, yes, there is that, but no, I do just like, I keep sitting here and then I'm like, oh my god, Natita's present. And it's like, yeah, I've got a couple of bits that I want to add to it, and that's what's I don't know what. It's just words are hard. And yes, no, thank you for saying that I'm not a terrible human, I'm just human. Yeah, we're way harsher on ourselves than we would be to anyone else, aren't we? I will send Natita her present and it will be lovely. Charlie says, lovely to see your jungle leaves. My giant obsession with jungle leaves. Michelle says, FYI, I've sent you a little package. It should arrive anytime between next week and December. Snail mail from Bermuda is sketchy at times. That's so sweet of you, Michelle. Thank you. I shall keep my eyes peeled for it. Thank you. Rachel Lynn says, wait, a pattern that you don't have? Impossible. I know, right? There's not many. I'm not saying that I dislike the pattern as a whole. I just don't like those kind of sleeves. It's like the Liberty pattern that Rachel got that's actually just a Vogue pattern. It's got that little cap on the top there, which looks lovely. I think it's a really, really nice feature. I just don't like it for me. So, yeah. Alison says, hello, Shannon Peeps. Greeting from very cold Bendigo, eastern part of Australia. Is currently having a cold snap. Shan, how is Chiana today? She's very good, thank you very much. She was curled up on the end of the bed. She goes through stages of different places on the bed where she wants to sleep. And she has now decided that the end of the bed is the correct place for her to be. Unfortunately, it's also where my feet usually go, so we're having issues at the moment, but she's fine. Laura says, goodness, Charlie, what an ordeal. Glad you're home. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Right, so now that I've got that lot done, let's have a look at this one. Now, I've got 3 panels of this. And it's panels because they have these stripes going through them. So what I was thinking is the Vogue 9077 shirt dress that has those yoke details that go down the dress like that. I was thinking if I cut these strategically and put them there and then had the front button-up plackets. So I've got 3 of these stripes basically, and it's long enough. Yeah, it goes all the way. It's long enough as long as I'd want it to be. So I think I have enough of this fabric that I could cut, because I do have 3 of those stripes. Let me just double check that I've got 3 of the stripes. Yes, 1, 2, 3 stripes. So yeah, I would do stripe down the front as the button placket, and then this stripe would be the yoke detail. And then I think I would have to, I don't think I would have enough to do the skirt panel. In fact, I know I haven't got enough to do the skirt panels as they usually were. So I think I would have to do some kind of gathered skirt into the bodice, but I think that would look okay. I could do a pleated skirt as well. So that's what I'm thinking for this one. What do you guys think? Because I do love that shirt dress, and I'd do it sleeveless. I'd fully line the bodice this time. So I think that's what I want to do with this one. I think I can make that work. What do you guys think? This fabric is a Japanese cotton that I got from the Cloth Edit. She very kindly sent me a gift voucher, $150 gift voucher. So I got this one, and then the silk linen blend that you guys saw earlier in there. And I love this. I think it's so pretty. So that's what I'm thinking with that one. Charlie says, I haven't left my bed yet as I'm feeling, but I am feeling much, much better. Have missed you all. Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better. And she's saying, loving the fabric. Yes, thank you. Michelle says, I love the stripe floral panel fabric. Love, love, love. Yes. Alison says, Sian, have you ordered any more from the cloth edit? I'm waiting for my order, which is white embroidered cotton with pink cherries, and it's going to be a poppy blouse from Pattern Scout. I haven't ordered any more from the cloth edit, but Alison, she put up this linen silk blend the other day, and I don't know if it's going to still be available. And I'm kind of hoping that it is and kind of hoping that it's not. Because if it is still available, I'm so going to want to buy it. Why is the website not working? Why is the website being weird? Come on. It's being odd. Accept. Yes, that's fine. Come on, I want to have a look at the linen and silk. A lot of waiting for a fabric. Sorry. Linen blends. It should be in here. Are you in? There it is. Sold in. Oh my goodness. So she put this fabric up on the website the other day. It's the linen silk blend. It's sold in panels and it's a border print. And oh my gosh. Oh, I want it. I want it so much. It is absolutely glorious. Yeah, it is absolutely glorious. I'm just like, oh, so beautiful. I need quite a lot of it though, because of what I think I'd want to do with it. And with border prints, it's nice to have a little bit extra so that you have some safe, like, wiggle room for just in case things don't go quite according to plan. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Let's see, where did I get to with the chat? Where did I get to with the chat? Elena says, really pretty. Thank you. Mim says, ooh, I love the fabric with the stripes. The 9077 is a good idea. Hopefully I can make it work. I think I can. Rachel Lynn says, love it. Thank you. Alison says to Charlie, I am so sorry to hear that you have been unwell. What are you taking for your diabetes? Mim says, oh, the 6891. Yes, possibly. I like, the reason I want to do the 9077 with this is because of those yoke details across the front. I will have to adjust things because these pieces are much wider than the pattern pieces actually are, so I will have to adjust that, but that's totally doable. MN Custom Made says, good morning everyone from sunny north central Minnesota. Good morning. Monica says, gorgeous, love the idea for the use of the border. Oh, thank you. Kathleen says, been watching but just popping in to say good morning from Illinois. Good morning. Charlie says, I'm having 3 insulin injections a day, but they are talking about stopping the 2 small injections because my blood sugar is now stable. It's very good to hear. Well, good to hear that it's stable. Kathleen says, went through my stash last week and came up with 51 items to sew for the summer. Yikes, just finishing the 4th item now. You can do it. Amy says, the fabric is lovely. Love the green and yellow. Yes. Yes, I think this would be a really pretty shirt dress. I mean, you've all seen me dressed for many, many years now, and I do tend to prefer wearing dresses and shirt dresses particularly. I have a definite fondness for, so I think this one's going to be a good idea. It's going to be interesting making it work. It could be quite a good video. Limited fabric, 3 stripes. Can I pull it off? Yes. I think it's going to be a good one. I've caught up with the chat. That never happens. Ooh, it's 140 of us and 101 likes. Yay, thank you. Thank you very much. So how long? An hour and a half we've been chatting for. an hour and a half. Yeah. I'm not sure what to do about the Dolce & Gabbana linen. Like I said, I wore the trousers yesterday and I'm not 100% sure that I want to do that with those trousers. I was totally convinced. I was like, yes, that is what I'm going to do. Trousers and a tie front shirt. It's going to look awesome. But I'm now kind of thinking that maybe I ought to make a dress with it, which I'm not sure. It's playing it safe, I know. I don't know. Oh, I need to get some more fabric out as well because the Patreon peeps have spoken. 2 secs, because I have another dress that I need to get out. So we've got the French Poetry Loon dress. So this is one that I've got to do soon as well. So I'm going to be making French Poetry Loon dress, and I'm thinking I might put flutter sleeves on this because with it was song, isn't it? Because I can't sing, so I shan't do any more than that. So we've got. Oh, I've got way more of this than I thought I had. Oh, that's good. So we're going to have this as the top of the dress, and we're going to be having just tidied this all last week. I cannot make a mess of it. So this is going to be the bottom of the dress, and then this is going to be the top of the dress. I will show you my inspiration picture in a second. I'm doing a horrible job of this. I think that's going to look really nice, and I know some of you are not going to like it, which is totally fine, but I think it's going to look nice. So I've got a lot of this, so I think there might be another top being made of this as well, which is awesome. So loon dress with those 2 fabrics, and it's going to be a copy of, I did not put, that was silly of me. Need to do that again then. It's going to be a copy of a Rixo dress that my best friend has been asking me to make for her for ages, but she won't let me measure her. And I saw her for the first time in 2.5 years for my birthday, and she still won't let me measure her. So here we go. That's the dress that it's inspired by. I don't like the sleeves on this one. I do like the sleeves, but I don't like the sleeves for me on this one. So that's why I'm thinking flutter sleeves or maybe sleeveless for the one that I'm going to do. But yes, I'm thinking if I make this dress for myself, my friend might then just be like, ooh, okay, yeah, sure, you can measure me and I'll have one too. Because I can even send it to her for her to try on and see what she thinks. Because she might decide that she likes it. And the Patreon peeps have voted for that one for this month's Sew Along, which is awesome. And now that I've got this out, I can actually take the photo so I can put up the winner is thing on Patreon. So that's good. Let's see. Thoreen says, hello, sewing friends from Cape Town, South Africa. Love the jumper. Ah, thank you. And hello, welcome. Whereabouts in Cape Town are you from? I have not visited much of Cape Town, but I have been to Brackenfell and then Camps Bay, Fourth Beach. So stayed at both of those. Alison says to Charlie, is your diabetes 1 or 2? Well done for you have been able to reduce your insulin intake as one of the insulin side effects is making you gain weight. Rachel Lynn says, I'm making a bunch of leotards because I'm going back to ballet. Wish me luck. I think you should make the trouser and the tie front shirt. I'm kind of thinking I like the idea of that, but the trouble is wearing those trousers yesterday, and that was a linen viscose blend, the linen chambray from Lady McElroy, which is much drapier than that one. I don't know that I felt super comfortable in them. I liked them, as in I felt like I liked them and they were comfortable to wear, but I don't know if I felt good in them, as it were. So yeah. Kathleen says, love the big dots a la Pretty Woman. I've got some actual Pretty Woman big dots back there as well. Rachel then says, ooh, to the pattern clashing, it's going to be interesting in a good way. I think so too. And I mean, I've said this before, like I sometimes come unstuck when I start trying to copy other people for like, you know, trying to copy a pattern from or something I've seen other people wearing. But I think I'm going to like this. Like the top of the Rixo dress is actually kind of splodges. They're not uniform circles. So, I mean, obviously the prints that I've got are very different, but I do think it's still going to work. So it's going to be interesting. Alison says, you really should consider getting that from the Cloth Edit. Gabrielle doesn't restock fabric that she sells out, so it's exclusive. Go on, you know you want it. Alison, I am on a fabric buying ban until August. So I have said that if it's still there in August, because I think I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, I said if it's still there in August, then I will go back and buy some. And if it's not, then it's not meant to be, because I am trying to be good. So yum, yum, yum. Charlie says, lost 20 kilos from the beginning of March to May, 75 down, 55 to 55 kilos, so I could gain a little bit more weight. It's type 2 diabetes. My blood sugar went up to 32, but it's now 6 to 9. I know very little about it, so I'm glad that it's all going in the right direction for you, Charlie. That's awesome. Mim says, like the idea with the 2 fabrics. Yeah. It was, like I say, it was my best friend that wanted these put together, but I'm going to do it, and then hopefully she'll be like, oh yeah, okay, fine, I want it. Tharine says, from Parle, wine country, about 80 kilometers from Camps Bay. Oh, nice. My aunt, or great aunt, used to have a house in Constantia, which I think is wine country. I think I haven't been to Cape Town since I was 27. So that was 16 years ago. Oh, my little head has just exploded. 16 years ago. Oh, I loved it though. I absolutely loved it. Went for 20 days. It was wonderful. In January. I went for New Year's. I arrived New Year's Day. Lisa says, does anyone know why the Textile Centre website has been down for ages? I believe they'd taken it all down to re-evaluate, restock, that you could still, I think they've still got their eBay shop open. They were going to re-photograph and there was a whole bunch of stuff that they were doing with the website. I have no idea why it's not back up yet. I don't know what their timeline is. I miss them. I do miss them. So yeah. Alison says to Charlie, that is really high, so it's great that it's now gone down to normal range. I have been ill with a bad chest infection and my blood sugar was really high. Oh no, Alison, I hope you're feeling better. Can't be doing with all the people being sick. It's not good for us. Not good for us at all. Tristan says, my husband is up now. I will see you all next week. Nice. Enjoy your week. Don't know what to do now. What colour thread have I got on my machine? Black. Have I got any bits in here that could be sewn up? Don't think I have. It's all navy and green, isn't it? Yeah, all navy and green. Never mind. It's all my hair ties that I need to get done. Not that I couldn't just change the thread. It's just how lazy I'm being at the moment. Charlie says, love to all who are unwell. Indeed, many gentle hugs for everybody, and I hope you all feel better soon. Soon. One of the other things that I want to do this year is obviously get through my Deer and Doe dresses that I want to make let's have a look at my patterns because I've got them all over here. Ooh, I need to make the on-D sweater as well, don't I? And I haven't got that one out. You guys are the best. You make me think of these things. Where is my on-D pattern? Where are you? Where are you hiding? Come out, wherever you are. I don't know where it's hiding. Where is it? There it is. Yay. On-D sweater. That's what I'm going to do with some of that, because I need to, this is in my Make 9 as well. So I'm going to do that with one of my French terries. Slide that one in there. So I've got the Melilo shirt in there as well. So I've still got the Myosotis, the Orchidee, the Réglisse, and the cardamom. Now the cardamom I'm going to do in the winter, and I have an idea for what I want to do for this one. So I'm probably going to do this one with slightly bigger sleeves, and I'm going to do the sleeves and the shirt part in like a Swiss dot, which I've got. It's in the Rose collection at the moment. And then I'm going to do the main body of it in a darker fabric. So the cardamom is going to be a winter dress. I know that there is a short sleeve version, but for me, I probably wouldn't wear this one, but I have in my head this one pictured. So that's the one I'm going to do. So I've still got these three, the Myosotis, the Réglisse, and the Orchidee. So Forget-Me-Not, Orchid, and what was the Réglisse again? I think it was Licorice. Google Translate into text. Let's put the correct accent in. Which way is it going? That way. Big. Licorice! I got it right! So the Licorice dress, the Orchid dress, and the Forget-Me-Not dress. Because all of the Deer and Doe woven patterns are named after flowers. Like the Bruyere is heather. I'm kind of thinking I want to make the Bruyere into a dress as well, because I do really like my shirt, but I think a dress would be really cool. Alison says, I'm feeling a lot better, thank you, Sian. The worst thing about having it was missing out on the fabric buying trip with the sewing guild that I go to every month. I missed out on a really great day. Oh no, that sucks. I'm sorry. Teresa says, your sweater is gorgeous. They go so well with those pants. May I ask what type of fabric the pants are made with? French terry, a very lightweight French terry that I got from Girl Charlie when they were still trading in the UK. And I shouldn't have put on the binding. This is too stiff for this weight of fabric, because the other times I've made these trousers been in Ponte. But yes, yeah, this is a French terry. I love them. They're comfortable, but they have just literally bobbled everywhere or pilled. So they don't look as smart as they used to. Which is, well, something I'm worried about with those ones. Should I make... Maybe I should make some more Ponte ones in a solid fabric. Maybe. Rachel then says, I have to go to Joann's today. I've managed to run out of black thread. I might end up with more fabric. Yes, no, that's acceptable. You're going to Joann, so you know. I went to the Stitching Almas with Lorianne and Larry the other day, and Mum. And Mum and I were the ones that bought something, because Lorianne obviously has a very small weight allowance to get back home with her stash, and she really wants some Liberty fabric. She's waiting for it, and they only had quilting cottons there. But I bought some buttons, which I've left at the upstairs in the main house, which is very silly of me. And Mum bought some Christmas fat quarters, because Mum is going to be teaching a quilting course starting in September for a Christmas table runner at the Stitching Almas, which is very cool. So she's like, oh, I probably ought to make some samples up. Like, yes. Charlie says, oh, Alison, I feel your pain. Mim says, I want to make the Passiflore and Belladonna dress. Did you do the Passiflore? I haven't yet. I have done a Belladonna, but I don't have the Passiflore, which is the wrap dress, isn't it? I do like it, but I don't have that pattern. Although they are, I love Deer and Doe. There are a few of their patterns that I'm not probably a huge fan of, but they're not going to be doing paper patterns anymore. And now my little inner brain is just like, you must buy a paper pattern of all the ones that you don't have yet, so that you have the entire collection. And I have no idea why my brain is doing that to me, but I'm not going to do it, because the ones that I don't have are the ones that I'm like, I like it, but I don't love it, and they're expensive. So I'm trying to behave. Sal says, talking about sickness, I made myself sick accidentally last week by not closing my window correctly, thus sleeping in freezing cold air all night. Whoops. Yeah, that's not good. Look after yourself, Sal. Come on. Carolyn says, my Ponty makes always pill. Any way to avoid this? I have no idea, because mine does as well. Anyone got any ideas? Right, my Sotis. What am I going to make you out of? Ooh. Make you out of that fabric, which is not remotely leafy, but it is kind of wearable muslin fodder. I bought it as wearable muslin fodder. I actually have fallen in love with it, but I do think I'm really going to like this dress. I do need to lengthen the torso an awful lot to get it to fit me the way that I want to. And I am probably going to add lots of ruffles and stuff in, because the skirt is not long enough for me as is. And I probably will add ties for the waist as well, because I know the waist is quite a lot, is meant to be oversized. Yeah, so I should be doing the size 40, which gives you 5 3/4 inches of ease at the waist, which I know is not going to be for me. But I have seen people, because I when the My Sotis came out, I just thought, oh no, this is not for me. And then I've seen people tweak it to the point where it was just like, actually, I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah. Orchidee, cotton wool, Swiss dot eyelet. So stuff with a little, so this is for fabrics that have got a little bit of structure to them, but are still light. Okay. Now, do I make the shirt out of this, or do I make the dress? I think I'm probably going to make the dress. It is a really pretty one, but again, what am I going to make that one from? Interesting. And then the Wrigley's. Again, I'm going to make this longer, because this is definitely not long enough for me as is. It's shearing around the waist on this one. Probably going to do this one with a little tie at the front as well, because I really like that. And I could have some fun with the kind of little sleeve doodads and the tie. This is, yeah. I do like the button up one as well, so I'm not ruling making that, but these are the, so I've got four dresses that I haven't got plans for as yet. One of them is going to be a winter dress, and then these 3 are going to be stuff that I make over the summer, because I think they're all going to be very pretty summer dresses. So I need to have a think about which one of my fabrics is going to be those. Let's see. Where did I get to? Moran says, what about the Vogue 1645? Vogue. Oops. Vogue 1645. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. It's a jumpsuit pattern. Oops, nope. Don't want to visit. Just never mind. I'm visiting. I do like it, but again, I'm not sure that it would be the one that I would want to wear because the trousers are not wide-legged. And again, it's my comfort zone. This would totally be something that if I could go and try it on in a shop, I would want to try it on in the shop and see what it looked like. But I don't want to make it in case I don't love it because it's outside of my comfort zone for sure. And I don't own the pattern either. I'm not doing a pattern haul. I'm not going to buy a pattern until the Black Friday sales because I've only just got enough patterns in my stash on my wish list to just get to the $75 for the free shipping. So I'm going to wait for Black Friday sales because they usually do a percentage off as well as the discounted prices. So that's going to be the next time I do a pattern, big pattern order from Something Delightful. Charlie says, sorry to hear that, Sal. Yes, no, don't make yourself sick. Be careful. We need you to be careful, please. Right, I'm going to gather up all the bits and pieces from my yellow mustardy bag and put it back here because I will get to that at some point, but the next bag I've got to make is going to be another Annette for the sew along for the Annette. So let me grab this and put it all together so it's ready to go when I'm ready to go. And then once I make the 8577 in the Kiwi Cobra Corsage, the top of my desk will be completely clear, which is a nice feeling to have. Right. So let's carefully put all this stuff to the side. So zips and hardware can go into the hardware kit. I've made the decorative element that's going to just get rivets put all across it, so that can go in the hardware kit. And I have pre-made the shoulder strap, so that can go in the hardware kit. And the hardware kits are living down here in this box down here. So put that in with the rest of them. If there's room. There is, that's good. Okay. So now I need to very carefully fold up the more leather that I've got because I don't want to get creases in it. I would like to roll it, but it'll be fine because you can press this stuff from the not from the leather side, obviously. Although some people do, so you know, there is that. This back here. So I've got the suede and the lining. That can go in there. And then let's put the pattern pieces away. Because like I say, I'm not going to get to this one for a little while. I do need to make an Annette bag for the sew along. I'm going to do an updated sew along video because I have changed quite a lot in that pattern. So we'll fold all of this up, put this away for now, and then I'll come back to this one probably in a month or so. So put the pattern down here with my pile of patterns that need to be made sooner rather than later. That's now tidied up, so that's good. Come on, box. You went in there before. You're going to go in there again. There's a little thing holding on the little doodad holding on the words are hard feet, the rolly feet, and it's not smooth with the bottom of the with the sleeve the shelf. Why can I not speak today? So that's why the box wouldn't smoothly slide back in there. So yeah. Rachel then says, what fabric are you using for the net? I'm going to make another tan Mora leather one, so the faux leather. That really doesn't look very neat, does it? Might need to try and I might roll my Moras on a thing, you know, because that is not looking neat, is it? And it's going to bug me. I have got a empty roll, and I don't want these to get too creased or have too many creases like forced into them, as it were. So where's my empty roll? So I'm going to be doing the Annette in another Annette in the tan Mora leather with the antique brass hardware, because the one that I made I love and I wear it very often, but I'm going to turn you around and do this over here because we are going to need some space. We are going to need some space. I'm going to roll this one as well. So let's turn you around in just a second when I've got a free hand, because I have no free hands. So what was I saying? Right, I'm going to turn you around. Turn you around. Okay. Hopefully none of you feel too sick. Hello. Right. So I'm going to do another Annette in exactly like the other one with the same lining fabric, but I'm going to do a recessed zipper, and that's the thing that I've changed, and that's the thing you guys have asked for so long for. So that's why I am remaking an Annette that I've already made, and my niece is going to have the one that I have currently made. So let's think about this. So this one is a faux leather that I got from Fabric Godmother. I'm going to be making the Janine clutch in it with rose gold hardware, and it's going to be glorious. I'm going to roll it onto the thing like this because it's wider than my roll. Yes, I wanted something small, so I'm probably going to be able to get a couple of bags out of this one, to be honest. And it was Erica who suggested the Janine clutch when I showed her a picture of the pattern that or the Dolce & Gabbana bag that I was like, ooh, I want it to look like this. She was like, oh yeah, the Janine clutch would work for that. You just don't sew the seam into the top of the flap. And it was just like, genius. So, but this one has lived kind of sort of semi-folded, semi-rolled, and I think it will do much better just being rolled onto this. Don't know why I haven't thought of this before. All the rest of the ones up there fit into the space. They're not folded in half, but these ones are too wide for that. So this is the Mora leather mustard. I get it from So Hot in the UK, but it's an Emmeline Bags product. This is the one that I'm going to make my pixie bag out of, and I have a feeling if I have enough, I'm probably going to want a Carter messenger bag from it as well. So I'm going to roll it on to this carefully. And then they can live under the table where they hopefully won't get damaged. So yeah, I'm going to make the circular bag from this mustard, and then if I've got enough left, which I think I will, I'm going to do a Carter messenger bag as well, which is another swing pattern, which I have done a sew along for, and that one I don't want to change a thing because I love it. And then, like I say, what I've got left of this tan is going to be another Annette bag. I hope I've got enough. I think I have, looking at it. That's why this one's going onto the roll last, because I'm going to be wanting it soon, and I am going to do it leather side in. These are obviously, when I'm saying leather, I mean faux leather. Yes, I've been using this. Has got definite creases in it. This is going to be much better for this. I've been using my brown faux leather, or this Mora leather Annette bag a lot, but I do prefer the recess zip. I don't like the zip across the top. Again, that's just personal preference. Okay, so they're all now safe. So that's good. That's good. Just turn you back around. Okay. Where did I get to with the chat? Let's see. Charlie says planning is such a joy. Yes, it is. I enjoy it very much. Sal says, thanks, Charlie. Still went to work even though I felt terrible, but almost ruined the Mary Poppins musical experience. All good now. Good. Sophia says, where'd you get your leather? Again, it's the Mora leather from Emmeline Bags, and I get mine from So Hot, or I order from Emmeline directly. Zanelle says, sorry peeps, have to go now. Babies are awake and back to mum duties. Enjoy the rest of your day. You too. Natalie says, is it possible that you might be getting a migraine? I start having brain fog and word problems before the pain hits. Yeah, that's not improbable. It's not, it won't be a migraine. It will be this related. And I have got a giant headache that I medicated 2 hours ago and has not gone away. So, yeah, no, the brain fog is definitely this related. Yes. Jen Pin says, afternoon peeps, chickened out of the street party, too cold, windy, and looks like rain. About to make a jug of Pimm's and have it on my sofa. I'm sure I can use the bunting I made when the weather's better. Absolutely. Charlie says it will be glorious, and Laurel says, Pimm's. I didn't know that Pimm's was a gin-based cocktail, but I love Pimm's, but I don't like gin. But I might like gin because I like Pimm's. So it's good that I don't think I like gin, because it's much cheaper not liking gin, because gin is, well, nice. Well, the nice gins that mum and dad buy, expensive gins, but yeah. We've been going for 2 hours and 7 minutes, peeps, and we have got some good solid plans organised. I've got 2 of my make 9 in there to be sewn up over this next month, so that's good. That'll be 5 out of the 9 done, just 4 to go. Then we've got a Stranger Things inspired dress to be made. We've got the French Poetry Loon Patreon voted for dress to do as well. So I'm really pleased with all these plans. I'm really looking forward to getting the 8577 done as well. Fingers crossed I can get that done tomorrow. That's the plan. We shall see. But I am looking forward to that. And then it will be working on this pile of things. Exciting. I need to check the amount of the cream lining I've got, because I might need to order some more. Might need to order some more, but yeah, some exciting plans in there. I'm looking forward to having a go and making them all up and seeing what I get. So I'm going to call it a day for now, because I could very easily carry on waffling at you about all the rest of the fabric, but we've done quite a lot of that, and you've already seen all of the leaves, and there's a fabric haul for that as well. So I am going to call it a day. I hope you've enjoyed the little bit of chat that we've had. It's been very nice seeing you all. There will be a hangout next Sunday. I am planning on there being a waffle on Tuesday and Thursday, and a proper video hopefully on Friday. And thank you to everyone that watched the alterations video. I felt very, very virtuous when I got that one done. I did feel very virtuous. So yes, but it's been lovely hanging out with you. I hope you've enjoyed the waffle. I will see you all next week for the live on Sunday, but have a good week, and I shall see you then. Bye.